We're Canada, right?
That's right. We're here with one of the greatest CFL quarterbacks of all time, NFL legend, Warren Moon. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to seeing the Black Eyed Peas perform. They're one of my favorite bands right now, and can't wait to see them on stage.
Let's talk NFL. Can they get a deal done before next season?
I hope so. I think it would really be foolish for both sides not to get something done, because I think there's enough prosperity there for both sides to be happy. They've had labor peace now for about the last 23 years. I think it's one of the reasons why the sport has been so popular. They haven't had any work stoppages, so I don't think people are going to be sympathetic to the fact that billionaire owners and millionaire players are trying to get more money. So they need to go ahead and get this thing taken care of before they just they create some type of PR nightmare and just turn the fans off to football.
How about these fans down in Dallas? The 400 fans, they bought tickets to the Super Bowl and they were denied entry. Now, the NFL is offering two options. They're saying that you can go to next year's Super Bowl, or you can choose to go to any Super Bowl of your choice.
Right.
Which option would you take?
Well, plus they offer them 3 times the value of their ticket. So not only will they get $2,400, but they'll also get tickets to next year's Super Bowl, and I think they get flown there in hotel as well. So it's a pretty good deal. I'd probably take next year's Super Bowl, even though it is in Indianapolis. I don't know how crazy people would be about going there, but any Super Bowl after that, they'd be able to go to. I don't know if that same whole package applies, but if that same whole package applies, I'd probably wait out to a warmer city.
Hey, now the Grey Cup every November, it's freezing cold weather.
I was up there this year. I was up in Edmonton for it, and it actually wasn't bad. It was about 2 degrees or something. I mean, 2 Celsius, so that's about 34, 36 degrees. That's actually not bad for Edmonton at the time of the year.
There's many Americans who wouldn't know the difference between the CFL and the NFL, but it is a different game. Can you talk to us about your experiences in the CFL?
Well, it's a totally different game. First of all, you play with 12 players instead of 11. You play on a longer field, you play on a wider field. There's a lot more ways to score in the CFL game. So I like it a lot better just because it's so fast moving. You're in and out of the huddle really quickly because you have a 20-second clock. I like the fact there's no fair catches on punts. Anytime a ball goes in the end zone, if it's not returned, you're getting rewarded for it. So there's just so many things that keep the game going, and the game is really never over until it's over. It's a great game, and they've gone to an 18-game schedule in Canada, something that NFL is kind of rattling with the players. So it hasn't seemed to bother them up there going to 18 games. I don't know if the same applies down here, though.
That's an excellent point. Would you play an 18-game season?
I would, just because I love playing the game, but I understand the hardships that it has on the players' bodies, because the more they're out there, the more they're susceptible to serious injuries. I think if they're willing to expand the roster sizes, if they're willing to pay the players extra for those extra couple of games, then that's something I think can be talked about.
A lot of players from the NFL came out and criticized Jay Cutler after the Bears lost in the NFC Championship game. You've had injury problems throughout your career. What did you think after you saw him leave that game?
Well, I definitely had questions myself, but there was no way I was going to go public and say anything that I wasn't sure of. I was going to wait until the facts came out, and Jay just doesn't give you the perception that anything is wrong with him at any time, whether he's happy or whether he's sad. And I think the perception that he was showing on the field was that he wasn't very disappointed. He didn't seem to be limping or anything like that, so everybody was wondering, was he really hurt? But after the doctor's reports and everything came out, the fact was he did have a torn ligament in his knee, and then he couldn't play anymore. And if you have something like that, it's going to be very tough for you to not only help your football team win, but protect yourself and maybe get hurt further. So I understood all the hoopla, but those players who jumped to judgment should have never done that.
Now, how's your body feel?
My body feels pretty good. It really does for a guy that's played as long as I did. I played 23 total years and took a lot of hits during that time, threw a lot of balls. But the Lord blessed me, I guess, with keeping me pretty healthy. That's one of the reasons why I played as long as I did. I have my little stiffness, my aches and pains every now and then, but nothing major that keeps me from doing anything I want to do.
Mr. Moon, thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.
All right, thanks for talking.